We're really proud of our son Thomas. He was a student here at Oversands School for 5 years, and he's now gone on to study engineering science at Oxford University. So Thomas is autistic. He was diagnosed after a little bit of a battle, I guess, at primary school. He's a really intelligent young man, but was really frustrated by the education system and people who just didn't understand him.
So Thomas left mainstream education and joined the Oversands School in May 2017, which was towards the end of his year 5 in school. And he stayed in this school until the end of year 10.
When he first came to school, we could see that he had some emotional difficulties. He found it hard to regulate himself. He didn't interact that brilliantly with some of his peers. So we worked a lot on talking about things, and daily I would say to him, has anything happened today? And gradually he got better and better at telling me. And then we worked on strategies for him to control that, which in the classroom reflected in he was able to engage more academically, and we started to see just how academic he was.
It was the best thing that ever happened to him. He was such an anxious little boy. Which manifested itself in all sorts of ways in him, in his behaviour, in everything. And he instantly relaxed as soon as he started here. Some quite noticeable changes in just how he was in himself. Mm. He felt that he was given some respect and love again, which he hadn't seen in the education system in the local primary schools.
So at year 8 and year 9, he was building things like this. So emulating basic computers and things with electronic parts, and then communicating with his friends about what he'd built, how neat it was, which helped them improve their understanding as well. So a good way for him to improve his communication was to be building things that others were interested in.
So I guess for Thomas, he'd got to a point where he'd got that passion for learning back again, and he was really keen to succeed. He saw that he wanted to go on and study sciences, of probably engineering even at that stage. And so by year 10, he was looking at how he would get the A-levels he needed to get onto university.
All of our young people, move on to other next steps, and we're always kind of supporting them to wonder about what that might be, and for that to happen as soon as it needs to happen, really. And so for Thomas, there was that awareness that he needed, to experience larger groups in learning, and he was supported by his teaching assistants with reflection on that. I feel like all of those steps happened slowly over time, the way that he was able to build friendships. Some of that was to do with the skills that he came with of being self-motivated and helping him to use that in his learning.
Yeah, the Witherslack group really had helped to set him on a good footing for then learning confidently in a mainstream environment again. So by the end of year 10, we decided with him to look at other schools in the area and transition to mainstream so that he could do his GCSEs and A-levels in the same place, and it was important that he was able to do that.
After Thomas's GCSE success, he was then able to stay on at the same mainstream school, and he did 4 A-levels, and he managed to get 4 A stars. So he did incredibly well. So Thomas is studying engineering sciences at Oxford University. He's at Pembroke College. He's got a lot of opportunities in front of him, and he'll meet people and get to study with professors that it's sort of a dream for most folk. But yeah, I think he will do big things. I have no doubt that he will do big things, but what they are, only time will tell.